Welcome to PageBlast, the show that invites its audience and the fickle whims of fate to participate in the creative process. Each week your hosts, Yog and D-Man, armed only with their wits, your suggestions, and the roll of the dice, will endeavour to complete for you a roughly hewn graphic narrative that is not just any random comic in PageBlast. Boom! Dally. The D-Man.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
It's
That's what
PageBlast.
happens with all the technicals. Every time we do this, there's a technical, and then we lose our focus and control, and we, say all kinds of things.
Yes.
How you going, Yog? Yog? Y-O-G?
I'm as on edge as I was last time. It's time for another PageBlast.
It is.
It is. I'm going to try and do it quicker this time. So, I'm going to do it quick. I'm going to do it quick today. We're going to do it quick. So
we were a bit long last week, weren't we?
We did go a little
bit over.
Yes.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it was a bit long. It was a very difficult task last week, but this one is going to be easy. So shall we get to writing this comic?
Let's get to writing our little 3-page plan.
Okay.
I haven't put I just recalled that I didn't complete our genre list to an even number for our dice.
Let's just
so
go.
We might have to fudge a bit of that.
That's okay.
Same with the story.
It's all going to be good. So let's go and choose. We're going straight to genre. Let's go.
Right, straight to genre.
Okay. So what do we got?
Well,
a 20.
You see 19 and 20 haven't been filled yet.
So we got an 18-sided dice.
How about we pull out the D20, and if it comes up 19 or 20, we just roll again.
I just put it doesn't matter.
Mystery.
There's 18-sided right there.
Yes, but remember, the more dice we add, the more numbers we can't pull up horror, for example. It would never roll a 1. Doesn't matter.
Oh, because there's 2.
Because there's 2 dice. Yes.
Oh.
So don't worry. We've rolled a 9. I want to keep mystery. I want to do mystery.
Okay, so I'll just go 20. The 20-sided then. Shall I?
Okay, all right. Reroll. See, this is what happens when we don't have enough coffee. We can't concentrate.
I didn't have one actually. What have we rolled?
Young adult.
Oh God.
It's
like a torture. I don't even know what.
I don't
YA.
know what we're going to do, but let's do it anyway.
All right, so we're going to go to a location now.
All right. Let's get a.
Or are we going to go
now?
Okay.
A young adult story.
And it's set
I don't remember what I was doing when I was a young adult, apart from really ridiculous things.
Okay, so this is 20 again, so let's just roll a 20. And we got 3. It's set in a supermarket. How refreshing. I think we could do another a subgenre.
No, we're going to do it in a supermarket. We are going to do a young adult story in a supermarket. That's
Absolutely.
Exactly what we're going to do.
Okay, but we can roll a subgenre.
Oh, we can.
Shall we go to a subgenre? Because, what if it's, it could be a young adult.
What if it's a double young adult? Then we're in trouble, like we were last week with the double thriller.
That's what happened. Well, we'll take our chances. Let's do it.
Take the chance. Go on, roll a 14. Make me laugh. Okay, we have to re-roll because we don't have a 20 or a 19. I'm going to re-roll again. Western. A young adult Western. Seriously?
In a supermarket?
In a supermarket? In a Western supermarket? What the hell does a Western supermarket look like?
I know what it is.
They've got them.
Wait.
Well, they sold bullets, didn't they?
That's what I'm getting
guns.
to. Exactly. It's a gun shop. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like A-Mart. No, what was it called? Shop Smart. Shop.
Oh, I see. Hang on.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Shop Smart. Shop. What mart?
I can't remember what mart it was. It was a good mart. Let's find a character.
I'm thinking good, the bad, and the ugly when Tuco goes into the actual saloon kind of area. It looks like I mean, he was testing guns there. It was like a sort of a mini gun shop when he was testing the pistol. And
I think we got a flavour already happening. And you know what? Remember I did that thing, you might have seen it, where I had and I said I couldn't use it because it just wasn't right. And I did a Western, and it was an animation thing, and I tried to do it with hipsters, and they were like, it was a Western with hipsters instead of actual Western, but it was too janky. But this might actually work.
All right. Let's see how we go.
A soldier.
And what I might do is prepare our...
We've got a soldier.
Our chat box. Hey, we've got some people in.
We've got people
William
in?
Hart.
Really? Wow.
We've got David McInnes as well. So big g'day to the chaps.
Yeah, g'day. I'm glad someone's aboard. Okay, I hope we're... do they know what's going on? We're doing this story thing. We're improvising.
We sort of don't at the moment, do we?
Yeah, we're improvising with the dice, and we're accepting suggestions, because these suggestions can add to the list. And what we're doing is we're going to be looking for a name for this episode, and we'll be adding the suggestions to a list. Isn't that right? And then we'll roll at the end.
That's exactly right.
And the winner will name the episode of this comic book, the name of the comic book. So we've got a soldier. We had a soldier last week too, didn't we?
Had a soldier last week, yeah. But, a soldier in this era could be just about anyone, really. Anyone with a gun in that situation. I mean, the Wild West, they were all soldiers at some point, or they were trying to escape the army.
So
let's see what happens if we do roll. Did we just roll a 12 again?
We rolled a soldier. Are we writing all this down?
We did roll a soldier. Oh, wow. Well, okay, then we've got to... Okay.
We can have more than one character.
This is starting to actually add up a little now. So.
All right. And we also have
another soldier.
No. Well, we got two soldiers.
Two soldiers. This is crazy. All right.
And we're going to roll again. I'm going to go roll again.
All right.
And what is it?
A cat.
And a cat.
See, now we're going to resort to some kind of violent outcome.
The cat is perfect. I love it.
Oh,
I love the cat.
What have we got? We've got
a
two soldiers and a cat.
We got two soldiers in a Western...
young adult story.
Yeah, it's young adults. That's right.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm a little stuck, guys, with this whole young adult thing. When I hear the word young adult these days, I think of things like, or I terribly think of things like Twilight, and that I just don't want to think of, really, to be honest. But let's see what happens. There's not going to be any romance in this one, that's for sure.
Okay.
But we'll just take it on board. See what happens.
All right. So let's go to the workspace.
Let's start this with our original establisher.
Yeah, okay, so we're at the supermarket. I'm going to just do the aisles, and I'm going to do our people coming down the aisles. Right?
Okay.
So I'm going to sketch...
So it's going to be a busy mart.
Yeah, so I'm going to just put something in like this. Let's have a look. These two... They're two soldiers. Right.
Two soldiers.
Okay.
Well, cowboys. Can't soldiers be cowboys?
Oh, yeah. But if it's young adult, we can't have a... It's
not
really
soldiers.
a couple... Yeah, exactly. But it's... How are we going to make this
young adult thing's going to be a mess.
Okay. Well, it's going to be quick this time. So, Western. So they could be Yankees, or they could be... We need reference.
Well, David's come up with a good point, saying that Lord of the Flies was young adult, and he's absolutely right about that.
That is a good point. Well done. Thank you, David. That's given us somewhere to go with
it gives us hope that we can get into the dark side of stuff now.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of stuff. I kind of get it. It just has to have the young adults in it. So, I've never been to a gun shop, Dally.
I haven't been there either.
D-Man.
We don't have guns. We don't have gun shops in Australia anymore, do we?
Well, we do. There's one in like the Shire that I've been surprised to see. Could you at all bring up some reference, D-Man?
Okay, you mean for like
of a gun shop?
Okay.
So I could have the
Well, it
store.
is the Wild West. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Get the shade. Get your background shades up though, just so we can get some kind of start. You had something there.
I did.
You
have
had
something.
like an angle happening. It wasn't so bad, that angle.
What? Let's set the Western town first, maybe. I think that
Could bring up shots from Red Dead Redemption, but I haven't played the game yet. Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm sure that would have some of the most spectacular interiors of these Western kind of settings.
Okay.
David suggesting one of the soldiers to be a native. I like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that too. That's very good.
And William, Native American soldiers.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how about we have one of each? We'll have
because
we'll have Clint.
Scouts.
We'll have Clint Eastwood, and the Clint type, and then we'll have the Native American. Oh, you want an external?
I'm doing an external first. I don't know exactly why.
Trying to pull up this
just to get
basic idea.
Get something moving while we're thinking.
Yeah.
Because I'm just doing a lot of thinking here, really, and we want to get something drawn while I'm doing some thinking.
Well, look, I guess it's all really shelf based. There's shelves with guns on them. There's racks behind glass cabinets. Here we go. This looks sort of all right. I'll see if I can get this one down for you.
I do like the Western.
Nothing beats the Western when it's done well, and most of them are. All right, let's see. Let's get this reference up. So many windows to juggle. All right.
And our characters. So all we've got is soldiers. It doesn't say much about them.
We've got a cat too. We rolled a cat, didn't we?
Yeah, that's okay. The store's got a cat in it.
Okay, done.
I've already thought about that. And
what do you reckon, guys? What should we do with the cat? Anyone?
I know exactly what to do with the cat. We just leave.
I know that people are going to want us to blow the cat away at some point. Fine, but where should we get it happening?
Let's just wait and see what actually starts happening, because I think the cat can be a trick up the sleeve, and I don't want to plan anything for it just yet, because we'll see how things unfold. We don't have a story arc yet either for it. So
no, we're going to roll that in a sec. Once we get this established down, we'll get our first page.
Now, when I do this Native American, I don't want to be too, I'm not going to do this thing.
Just give him long hair.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
We won't give him the full gear. Just give him the hat, but just make sure he's got long hair. Could separate.
You know what could be good is the bowler hat with the with the feather in it. We'll just do this at first.
William Hart's come up with something interesting here. Young adult fiction was developed to soften the transition between children's novels and adult literature.
Right. Oh, okay.
Very good.
To soften. Okay, so okay. Does that include like Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew and all that kind of stuff?
David's mentioning Hardy Boys in the comments.
Did he say that? Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, yep, okay.
I haven't read a Hardy Boys in so long. They were amazing though, but yes, that was another example.
Okay, well, you need the story arc thing too. Let's have we haven't
table out.
Okay, so we
just can't
17.
roll a 19 or a 20. So pull up the D20 and we'll ignore 18, 19, and 20.
9.
9. Fear. Okay.
Fear.
This whole page
great.
around fear. All right, that's a good start. That's going to simplify things a bit, considering the situation we're in.
So why are they scared? They have come into this situation. They're going to need a gun. Okay, so they come.
Bring up the screen again. Bring up your.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I have done that thing. Okay, so they're at the gun shop, and I'm going to just draw a little picture of a gun there. A very terrible picture of a gun, but on the shingle, I believe that's called.
That looks like a gun shop. Don't worry. Once you put the gun there, yes, it'll be fine. And yeah.
Okay.
You can always do 2 pistols crossing each other.
Oh, that's better.
There we go.
Take that.
Remember, we're just roughing it up.
Okay, it's quick today, though.
All this is about getting these 3 pages down for a beginning, a middle, and an end, and therefore assisting us in a completed idea. And then by the end of the season, we pretty much pick the best one that's come up, the one that sort of looks like it'll be the most entertaining to make into a graphic novel. So the drawings are rough. Everything's almost on the level of, but I mean, they still look great. I mean, I love Yogg's drawings, legend. But it's better to just get these sketches down to an understandable level so you can expand on them later. And when you're getting to the in-depth drawings of the graphic novel, then you'll find that it'll be just so much easier when you got this plan down. The 3 pages are always excellent start for an idea. And randomizing it this way is just a great, task. Like a great, what should I say? It's a great exercise. It really is. It's an experiment, but it's also a good exercise because you can sit around forever trying to think of an idea, and some people take 2 weeks to draw 1 page and they still don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, we've experienced that, but this is just something that might be a bit better, especially when everyone's involved, when you guys are involved in the comments. We can definitely come up with some magic. So our hero number 1 is wanted, hence the fear. He didn't know that until now, right?
No, the fear. This is what's happening. I don't know what this uniform is.
Broom store. Well done, William. Yes.
Is that what that is? It's okay. Yes.
Well, it was probably a broom at first. It sort of looks like a gun now. I've also brought up a reference for some kind of basic interior.
Oh, okay.
It's from a game. I don't know what game it's from. Definitely not Red Dead Redemption because the quality's well and truly too low. But see what I mean? It's like you've got a service desk. You've got like the cabinets up the glass cabinets are up on the wall, and they've all been separated. So something along those lines. Once we get inside, if we get inside on this page,
we'll be. Okay, so he's seen that he's wanted, so they're going in the shop. All right, that was quick. We'll get into the shop. Let's just do a that was a lot of wasted space I've got up there. You know what?
No, it's an establishment, but you've taken up.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. What I should actually do, yes, and what I want to do, in fact, is move. I'm going to move this stuff around up here, and I'm going to make this. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to stick it up.
Oh, is that where it's from? Oregon Trail. Yeah, of course. I haven't played that game, but if that's what that game is.
I think maybe I should just... Why is my eraser not working?
Wait. Hello.
Okay, this is what I should have done in the first place, and wasting too much time with this. I'm gonna try and...
We're doing all right. Oh, okay. I haven't started the timer, but I've still got an idea.
Okay, so
our reference is still up.
Okay.
You can remove it when you feel like it.
I will. There it is. Dorian.
Right. There's some good suggestions here from David again. You would never walk down the aisles to pick your own stuff up. You would ask the clerk and they would gather it for you. Hence why it's probably all behind the counter.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
Did as well.
The regular, the regular thing that we see in westerns is when you go straight to the counter and you go, and there's going to be a mean son of a gun.
Yeah.
A scum-sucking son of a gun. Okay, so it's I should not have. I'm going to put this guy on that side and this guy on that side because I like wasting time, because that's what I like to do, even though this is all about being quick. Okay, moving on now.
Moving on. You want to clean up a little bit of the left. Yeah, there we go.
All right, and then that.
They look like they're on a little boat that's just showing up to the. There we go. Just teasing, trolling. All welcome.
You're trolling our own thing.
I'm trolling, and the guys are encouraging.
Okay, so here we go.
It's looking.
All right, that's fine. All right. That was a funny noise that I made.
That's for the. You just added that to give a bit of perspective, so I like it. Nice.
Okay, so
all
now
right,
we're on the move. Yes, panel. It's
Cells
called a
inside?
panel. It's called a panel. Cells are in animation.
Panel, yeah. I call it a cell, a panel. Yeah, we can call it a panel. Okay. Panel it is. Inside, interior of shop.
Yep. Okay, we're in the shop.
Maybe the clerk is the cat.
The cat's going to be in the...
No, that's a terrible idea. We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. And in fact...
The cat can be in there somewhere.
The wanted sign is just there. Anyway,
we don't have to even bring the cat in at the moment.
Just wait. The cat can... I'm leaving it for right now. He's going to be on the counter, right?
All right.
The cat's going to be on the counter. He's going to be or in the window, whatever happens when we get in there. And I think I might do this. Something like they come through the door. Let's... I could do the shadow falling across there when they're in the store, but I know. Here we go. I'm just going to do this one. The bell on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear my funny noise then?
I can hear something.
Yeah, that's
some tingling.
That's funny. You should say. Well, it's funny. I should be drawing a doorbell because that's a recording that I did of the doorbell when it ran out of batteries and it was going bang, and it sounded so pathetic that I recorded it for when I'm getting a message. I've just forgotten to turn it off. So. These normally hang out on a little arm, don't they? These bells. This is the problem with drawing. You got to know stuff that you don't really care to know. A little arm holding a bell that just disappeared. Yeah. Why should I know that? Why do I want to know it? I don't really care to know it. But there we go. So. Just going to... the bell would be up here, and then I can just drop that up there like that.
Yeah, cool. Excellent.
And that kind of looks like it. We kind of get what's going on there. And we'll have just that ding-a-ling.
Yep.
Ding-ding.
Sound effect. A textual sound effect.
Okay, now we get to do... I can't really feel the fear, but I'm going to try and work it up now in this shot here of the gun merchant with the desk. I think I've got an idea of how it's going to go now. So, let's do it quickly now. Okay, so here is, he's going to be hunched over and leaning on the desk like this.
Okay.
And he's got guns in the background, right?
Yeah.
All here. And he's got one of those old style cashiers. He's leaning on the desk, and he's going to be a no good gun sucking, and then he's going to have a cat on the desk too. Does that sound good?
Yeah. I just want to have a look at Red Dead Redemption 2's gun shop. I want to make sure we're... Yeah, that looks all right. That looks all right. I think we've got the general idea.
And you know what? Maybe the cat looks even meaner than this guy.
Okay.
Would he be wearing a hat inside a shop? He wouldn't really, would he?
Nah, just a vest.
Yeah.
Like a
yeah.
You know, a vendor's vest in a way. I've whacked up another reference, but give it a moment to load.
Okay.
Always important to use references.
So.
And then you get rid of them immediately.
This is the Wild West. The Wild West. Now, what are the extents of the Wild West? How far does it go? Is it just an idea, or is it actually a it's the West? How far does this? Is it all the way from? Texas is on the west, and so is California. So you wouldn't have, obviously New York wouldn't be the Wild West. But where does it start? Where does it start?
Well, that's a good question. I'm just having a look at the history of the American frontier. And it's, essentially the name looks like it came around 1850s, 1910s. They call it the Old West or the Wild West. I mean, a lot of it's been romanticized, obviously, in theatre, TV, movies, comics, stories in general, of all kinds. But there's a lot of myth, folklore. It's fascinating to actually determine the very meaning of the Wild West. But
and when did it start? Because it's a kind of, you think about the lawless kind of nature of it, like in shows like oh my God, Deadwood. That's the one, of course.
Yeah. Well, just all the spaghetti westerns, really, the Sergio Leone things. Yeah, that looks all right, by the way. That vendor looks a little bit odd, but good. And you want the cat to look more sinister.
I'm going to just put him to the side, and we're not going to really notice him. I do want him to look sinister, but at the moment, I'm just going to... Okay, so guns. We've got to do this quickly today. I don't want to be spending the time like last week became a disaster because we got too bogged down in it, I think. I don't know if it was a disaster. It felt like it's a disaster to me. I wasn't enjoying things. What do these things look like? I don't know. And they normally have kind of patterns on them and stuff like that. Let's just put a okay, pattern.
Yeah, I'll put up another little quick reference for you if you need it.
Okay, great.
Might give you. That's pretty much. It's just a little bit more prettier than the last one because it is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okie dokie. One more gun. People would be laughing at my ignorance of guns.
That's actually okay. I think you got it enough. You wouldn't need to pull up that reference. Well, fear is established, I guess, and that would be the wanted poster. We're assuming that our first cowboy soldier, a frontier colonial there, is a little concerned. They've discovered that something's wrong, and he's unarmed, obviously, and his Indian friend. If they're being chased and they've arrived in this town,
all right,
our midpoint is going to be interesting.
So, in fact, I've got a cat here. I really should have a bit of an over-the-shoulder going on, I think. And I'll just shift these things over. Okay, so what do we got? We got a story. What's going to unfold here? Obviously,
okay, well, our first act is dealing with fear, so we've completed that in general terms.
Well, stuff's going to go down in this shop.
Stuff's going to go down now, and that's also going to depend on what we roll up on that table for page 2.
Yeah, it is.
But so far, so good.
So, are they going to rob this guy? Are they? Let's find out what happens. Save and page.
Anyone's
2.
got suggestions on this? We're about to roll up for page 2.
Okay.
We've got fear established.
Do a little bit of a thing there. So, ding. Just,
yeah, get some lighting. That's it.
All right. Okay, so now we know where the sun is. All right, next page.
Yep.
All right.
Page 2. Doing good for time.
Good. Now, story roll. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Okay. We're rolling.
Ignore 18, 19, and 20 as usual for the time being.
And here we go. What is it going to be? 7.
War. Yeah, well,
oh,
obviously.
Wow. Well, there's soldiers, so...
Yeah.
Hang on.
Nice roll. Nice roll.
You know
we'll
what?
take that. We'll take that.
I think that means that...
That's the middle. That's the
that
page 2 is going to deal with war. We'll take it.
It is, but you know what's going to happen here? Desertion.
We've still got a... have you already started, Yog, on the page?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
thank you for reminding me. I have forgot to do because I just wrote this desertion on here, right? And then I've forgotten to put this guy.
Oh, I see.
Is going to have a gun.
Desertion. Okay.
This guy's got a gun right here.
His hand.
Yep.
All right.
Just so you know, so just to build up the threat level a bit more.
Yeah.
Just generally. And,
raise the stakes before we hit the middle.
Yeah. That looks a bit weird.
Okay, we've got William suggesting the store owner is someone they recognise from the Civil War.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's just see what else.
Good guy or bad guy on their side or on the other side? Is he a blue
like
coat
this,
or a grey coat?
Well, it looks like
we have rolled war, right? We rolled.
I have rolled war, and he's got some kind of hat on here. Is that the Yankee or the Confederate? I think.
Okay, I'll have to.
I have no idea.
Back to my good, the bad, and the ugly moment here.
It'd be good if we knew the topics that we're dealing with. Laughing stock of, It's gonna do a little.
Let's have a look. Let's see.
Cloud in here. In the meantime,
they're Confederates or if they're
obviously, actually, you know what? He's probably a Yankee because he's because then we can then we can be on his side. But I don't know, what are we going to do here? We can just make it mysterious.
Okay, so we got either Confederates or Union. I think the difference was the color, if anything.
Yeah, there was blue. The Yankees were blue and yellow, and the Confederates were grey.
Okay. Is that right? Is that true?
Yeah. See what happens. See if we can get D-Man back online. Okay. In the meantime, I think I might just draw these two youngsters. Missed call. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to draw these two youngsters looking across the way, and maybe if they're in the gun shop, they're going to point to one of the guns, right? What do they need the gun for? Okay. I have no idea. This will have to come out in the watch. I wish I could see the chat here. Refresh chat. Can I see anybody talking? Have I lost? You're offline. No internet access.
All right,
D-Man, we're not back on yet. We're reconnecting.
Okay.
The internet went out. If you could tell the viewers that
I am now.
The internet went out. We're back in.
Internet.
We're back in. I think we're back in. I can't really tell just yet, but it's pretty rare around here for the internet to actually go out. So they're in this. Shall I do? Okay. They're in this gun shop, and.
Okay, I can't see your screen on my thingy.
Oh, you can't see my screen.
Mm-hmm.
It says I'm streaming.
Does it? Okay.
It says I'm streaming. I've got I've got problems.
I think we're on. Yeah, we're on, guys. Let us know if we're on. We're. I can see page 2 come up, but I can't see page 2 through our link, but I can see it up online.
You can. Well, I don't know. I can't seem to. Okay, that might have fixed something. I cannot move this page. Something's gone very wrong.
I'm not even sure if I'm in real time on that.
Aha. Okay. I think it's working now. Great. I'm guessing that it's working, even though all sorts of dropouts seem to be happening.
Hey. You there, Yog?
Yes, I am here. I am here.
Share me the screen.
Am I not sharing you the screen? Oh, with the...
No.
Okay.
I can't see it.
I beg yours. Apologies to all for chaos.
Okay, I can see the screen now.
the internet went out.
Yeah.
And then everything...
It happens. It hasn't happened in the last few weeks, but it had to happen tonight. So
it's never happened before. It's very, very rare. Normally, if it goes out, it's like at 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and they'll tell you that it's going to happen while they do some kind of... so I'm going to make this one the guy with the scar.
Yeah.
Let's give these guys some names, right?
What names should we do? Some names. Anyone could come up with some names.
Well,
I guess cool. It's these are tricky because they're all Wild West names, and we've got some hilarious names from back then.
You know, let's think of some typical names for a cowboy. I mean, you got your Shane and your Dwight. Dwight is a good name.
Your Wild Bill Hickok, which was a legend. Obviously, he's another Deadwood chap.
That's good.
Looks like let's see, okay.
I'm not sure about this.
I think we are back. Yeah.
Oh, we're definitely back.
We're a bit behind, though.
And schedule. Okay. So these guys are young. They're meant to be young, all right? So I'm going to give this guy a smirk.
It is young adult, yeah, we got to remember that.
And this dude it's Young Guns. Oh my god. I hated that stuff.
I don't even think I've seen Young Guns.
Okay, so this guy is going to be a Native American character, and I've put a feather because that's the kind of trope that we do in PageBlast.
Yeah.
This guy's got some sideburns. Are these guys the villains? Who are the villains in this story?
So far, we just need to deal with war on this page. We've got to establish a war motif.
Well, just the fact that he's...
It could happen. Whatever we do, it has to come up with that. And that could establish who the villains are in this situation.
Well, we've established that this guy's a soldier, okay?
Yeah, well, they both are.
I don't know how to make it exactly war. I know what's happening. Okay. It was fear, and this is war. We've done this all wrong. These guys should be running into town. This shouldn't be wanted. They should have just been hightailing it with actual being chased into town.
Because they're
being chased into town by the warring elements. This guy should be, basically ready for the attack. This is all much too casual. There's no fear here. These guys should be running. Right? What do you think?
That sounds like a good idea. I'll take that.
Now, I don't want to have to do all this again, so how are we going to compromise this moment and get through it?
Well,
I just guess they'll just be running.
Instead of the
I'll just make them running.
The wanted poster saying wanted with our chap's face on it, we can just say war. It's on. Or something. It's like a newspaper article posted up. Yes, William, we are working on a bunch of music playlists as well at the moment. Most certainly we'll have that library complete soon. It's a little tricky getting it done in terms of licensing and things like that. What you're probably hearing in the background is some of our dark wave stuff that we've done for now. And yeah, absolutely, Western music would be perfect right now.
Oh yes, exactly. We should have more in our list of
in our repertoire. Of music
we've
arsenal.
This
We're
is
working
just
on it.
This is just some music that D-Man and Yog have worked up in a bit of a frantic rush to get something.
That's right.
Get something up at all. Well,
those things will improve most definitely over the weeks. But yeah, I think this is the good move, Yog. You're just getting them running into town because, it's a call for war. But that we wouldn't have known until we rolled the war element on the second page. So we can do a quick fix and get back there ASAP.
War
War.
Declared. I do declare. Declared.
It still keeps the fear element, so that's good.
Okay, so that's all I can really do there.
Declared, and just have just sort of a roughed up image of explosions or something. I don't know, maybe an artist's impression of the time at the front lines, seeing all kinds of things. Yeah, exactly.
So I guess this must be in the South, because I don't really know exactly how all this stuff went down. I mean, didn't the Yankees go to the South and kind of, or was it the other way round at all?
It's a very complicated.
This could be. There was a war with Mexico. There was a war with Mexico, as in the Sergio Leone movies, of the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So let's go. War. This is Texas, and
the Mexican-American War begins April 25th, 1846. Mexican cavalry attacked a group of U.S. soldiers in the disputed zone under the command of General Zachary Taylor, killing about a dozen. Okay, that's what started it.
Okay. All right, so we're just it's going to be Mexicans. I don't know what kind of uniforms they had, but
yeah, let's have a look. Let's get a quick reference on it.
If I could remember the so these guys aren't so happy at all now. Okay, this is
David
working better.
A cheveo. Okay, let's look up a cheveo.
What's a cheveo? Isn't that a
warrior?
Isn't that a
spirit warrior? Native American name.
Ah, because that sounded like some kind of
look at that. That looks nice.
Isn't it a Toyota Cheveo? Isn't that a thing?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm just joking. I've not. Okay.
Well, let's get these Mexicans up. Let's see. I'm gonna get some kind of reference happening.
Well, in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep barreling along.
Yeah. Do that.
See this. This is barreling along as the guy just hands over the rifle. Okay, because it's not going to be a hold up or anything now. This is I'm expecting explosions to start hitting right now. Okay, so here's the barrel of and here's the butt. And
right.
He's gonna.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to give these cowboys names soon. And we may name them after our friends in the comment section tonight.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
So it's Will.
I like that idea, David. We'll do that. William is the name of this chap. And David can be the Mexican. when the Mexican comes in.
He's called David, the Mexican.
Yeah. Who would you like to be? Who would you like to be? Do you want to be the vendor? Do you want to be the cat? Or do you want to be the Mexican?
He's El Davo.
El Davo. All right, there you go. Done. I've still got to find this.
This is a terrible picture, but I want to move on. All
right. I've got to find this. Reference as soon as I can. Whew. All right.
Okay.
Obviously, a nice big sombrero.
Really?
I don't know. Hang on.
I think they had very elaborate kind of. There was lots of medals and stuff for the El Capitan or whatever.
They certainly were. They certainly did look good.
Okay, right. So I'm gonna do an explosion. The window's just gonna completely explode, and they're gonna.
The Mexican cavalry look like they just had this interesting get up. I'll just send you this. Give me a few moments.
They're all going to just go jump for cover now. This is kind of not a very great picture, but this is what happens when...
As long as it looks like they're jumping for cover.
Okay, yeah. This is kind of rushing a little bit, but here we go. They're getting ready for... We get what's going on anyway, I hope. Is it clear enough, guys?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Hey, hang on. And... Wow!
Alright. Oh, see? I knew something was going to happen to the cat. Is the cat going to explode? The cat's going to explode, isn't it? It's just a throwing character at the moment. We don't really know what we're going to do with it.
Yeah,
yet,
it's a...
Let's not kill the cat. Look, that's one of its lives.
Not kill. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, plenty of lives for a cat.
I've got a quick reference there if you want to see what
great.
Mexicans look like. In case we're going to put them in the next cell. Charging over the hill.
They'll be soon enough.
The next... Oh, that's Red Dead Redemption still. I thought it changed that. Hang on. We'll get it right. Maybe I didn't refresh it properly. It's alright, pull it up in a moment once you've cleared that panel up. It's looking good though. Put a big boom. Boom.
That's, of course. Boom.
Boom.
Okay, well that's clear enough, isn't it? Is it some kind of explosion happened?
Yeah. Well, something's happened inside the shop.
Yep.
I guess this is how they get their free guns.
They're getting them anyway because, you know...
There's no time to pay for them.
It's like quick. So I guess I should have... Well, we're kind of really making this really up on the fly. This is not a great strategy, but we could put them now all cowering behind the... maybe behind the countertop, right?
Right.
And then we could have the... the broken wall, right?
Okay.
And then
this is the wall that became broken because of this big boom.
Yes. And then we could have the Mexican soldiers
in the distance.
Yeah. No, standing in the doorway even.
Standing. Oh, all right. They're already on foot. They've already arrived. This isn't the cavalry team. This is the other gang. These are the hombres.
Yeah.
The tough guys.
And at some point we're going to make the the...
Oh man, David's coming in with the ideas big time. He suggests that the cat should jump from this panel to the next.
Okay. He's going to
go need like
over
we'll need like I like that. Yeah, so we'll need like a tail thing happening. Not tail is in the cat's tail, but like a tail joining between the panels, perhaps.
I will do this exact thing. Here we go. Oh, that was meant to be brightness. What the?
Oh, it's doing that layer ghosting thing again, isn't it?
No, something else. Something else weird's happened. This set to brightness and it's doing something. Okay, so cheat like this. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter. Here we go.
awesome.
The cat. The cat's going to have to do something cool by the end.
Yeah, a shadow of it would be good enough, considering all the chaos around it.
It's a bit big. It's okay.
It's one of those Maine Coon cats.
That's funny that you should mention a Maine Coon cat. Because,
I love them. They are
really?
so awesome. Oh, they're unreal. I don't know if we're allowed to have them.
In Australia?
as pets.
Oh, yeah, you're allowed to.
Are we allowed to have them?
Yeah.
I thought they were a bit special.
They are a bit special. But it's funny because there's this cat animation company in Ireland called Cartoon Saloon, and they did movies like the Song of the Sea and the Book of Kells, and there's this new one about wolves and the Breadwinner, and they have just done a short film called A Cat Called Jam about a Maine Coon cat, and it just released yesterday some clips of this film, and Yog actually did some work on that.
Sweet.
Yeah, I did.
That would have been fun.
Yog did some textures on the Maine Coon cat, and actually he did some textures on all of the animals in that.
Okay.
Not that that's his normal thing to do, but just things worked out that somehow got involved. So keep a lookout for A Cat Called Jam. Anyway, let's see these desperados.
Yeah. Another cool suggestion: put the bell near one of those.
It's still that Red Dead thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, the reference is definitely probably just a bit too big. Then have to get another one. Oh, I got an idea.
Can tell me what type of hats they were?
What type of what? Sorry.
Hats.
It was a sombrero, quite large. Depending on the type of soldier they were.
Really? Okay.
They had the what's it called? That drape kind of cape thing.
A poncho.
Poncho, yeah.
There's another.
But they weren't like enough to cover their whole body to stop their maneuvering, but they yeah, they certainly. I'll just try and get another one for you. I'll try and do a proper snippet of it this time. Yeah, and also another good suggestion from our awesome helping hand, David McInnes, saying that the bell should be there somewhere, shattered, to show us that was the door, like the front door, the door entrance or something. So we get an angle. We get that whole safe spot for not crossing the line. Perhaps how we were talking about that last time. The bell could aid us here.
It's okay. We're moving on. I've just put the bell here. Okay, that's it.
The bell survived. Okay, good.
The bell's just hanging by a shred. Okay, so
maybe put a little ding in the next to the boom or something. Anyway, all right.
Okay,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So now
that's what it's.
I'm gonna go in for the close up of El Diablo.
It's El Davo, isn't it?
Oh, El Davo. Is he wearing
cigar? Give me a cigar. Sombrero,
no.
Cigar.
Really, this guy's.
Teeth.
I'm just doing this trope again. Okay, right. I'm so guilty. Apologies for this. Is terrible. This is awful. What I'm doing here. I apologize.
It's a close up. Go for it.
I apologize. This is not. This isn't cool, is it?
That's cool. Of course, it's cool.
The Mexicans in America cop so much grief, and it's not fair at all. And now I'm just contributing to the stereotype.
We're just doing what the dice are telling us at the moment.
No. This was all us. This is on us.
This was all us, yeah. Okay, so what shall we do to
we're guilty.
balance out this cliche?
Okay, so we're just making this story, and just as you have a villain from Britain who is a cliche, we're doing a cliched...
It's El Davo. We've broken the cliche.
El Davo.
He's an Aussie Mexican. He's a Canadian Aussie Mexican.
All right.
That looks good. I like the angle too. I mean, you've got that dramatic angle as well. That slight tilt always does that, doesn't it? Especially if we've just smash cut into it.
Well, it's funny that it would be called a Dutch angle when this is a Mexican, but you know, we don't make the rules.
It's the Mexican angle. It's the Mexican cut, zoom, cut, smash, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so he should... Is that guy left-handed? I've put a left-handed one there, so I'm going to put the gun in his hand like this. Okay. Like that. Okay. Yep. And then he's right-handed, which is good.
Okay, page 2 is looking good. We're good on time. This is working out.
All right. So this was all a little bit rushed and vague, but it's okay. We're going something happened to the cat. I'm not sure exactly what happened to the cat.
We still got it. We still got a cat. Let's just put it that way. When we get to page 3, we'll see what we can do with it.
Yeah, something happened there with the... Oh,
hopefully it doesn't die or explode. I mean, it's already lost one life from that little, welcoming committee there. But
you get the cat.
No, the cat looked good. The cat looked good. Now he looks like a big part of the shrapnel. Anyway.
Okay.
Moving. Right. Oh, you want to go to page 3 already?
I'm on page 3. I'm moving on.
All right. So we get the story table.
Let's get this thing out of the way. All right. This doesn't have a very much of a structure at the moment.
It'll get there.
Something's definitely happening. We've got... Okay. Yeah. It's kind of got out of control pretty quickly.
And here comes the third one.
Okay. So they're holed up.
We've worked that out there already. Fear succeeded. War succeeded. Now... the third story. The end. The third act. Let's do it.
What we're going to need is something to... we're going to need some kind of twist, sort of shock ending here. So we've got all these things. Imagine if we got victory or sacrifice or destruction.
Give it a shake there.
I'm shaking it. I'm shaking it. A 6?
Loss. Well, isn't that typical? I'm sure we can lose the cat now. See, we're going to have to lose the cat. That's what I knew was going to happen. The cat. It's all about the cat. This was about the cat from the beginning.
Okay,
Damn cats. I love cats, but we're going to have to kill this one now. We didn't want to do that before, but the cat survives and everybody else dies.
This drama...
Remember.
It's a pretty linear drama at the moment. We've got...
It is very linear, but it's working. That's why it works, because it's so basic and it's there. And
yeah. Okay. So what have we got?
That we've told.
Yes. Let's have a look. We've got into there. We've got the... Oh, I'm sorry. I do that every time.
I'll keep winding. That's fine.
Thank you very much. I should have a little dinger that tells me ding. Yeah.
All right.
So they've got the guns. They're held up. They've got El Davo has held them, and now something before the loss has to happen. That's I guess it's going to be a shootout. I think. You know what?
Well, they're here to take over.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think this is going to be a shootout, and we do this whole page as a shootout, and at the very end, the cat's the only one that survives.
Yeah. Okay.
See why? You know, let's do an action.
The loss is everything except
Well, we've forgotten everything but the cat.
Okay.
So
the loss is everything except the cat. The cat's going to survive this absolute apocalypse on this third page.
We should have made this cat a little bit more obvious now because
Sammy Jenkins, a Mexican Aussie Canadian at Dutch angle. Yes, indeed.
Okay, there you go, the cat. Make it nice and obvious so we can see at the end. The cat is actually something. Make it stripy or something. Okay. We can see a cat. Can you see the cat? We can see the cat.
What a very interesting looking. He's smiling and everything. Look at that. Wow.
Okay.
We know it's a cat. It's sort of like a weasel alien cat there, but we know it's a cat.
Yeah, so now it's a shootout. So bang.
It is a very big shootout. Everything needs to be destroyed except for the cat.
Okay, bang.
How many panels can we fit this in?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter because
we know it's a simple linear how you're going finale. Hey, I love them. I love the basic stuff. Just keep it basic, make it complex later. If you start basic, you have more room to make it complex if you need to.
We might think of something else along the way, but we've got a good plan of action for some kind of, something's happening at least,
Yeah.
And if we come up with a eureka idea along the way, then so be it. Come on, Chuck. Come on, you draw something decent here. That's terrible. What is that?
We're good time. Good timing. Just good timing. Just don't rush this one now. You can make it sort of good.
It's a.
You rough it up too much, it'll be harder to clean up.
I've got some sloppiness going on here. I gotta
stretch the arms, stretch the hands, stretch the fingers, stretch the brain.
Let's just, do some proper construction.
Oh no, Sammy Jenkins has come up with an idea that's even better than the one we've got. El Davo takes the cat.
No!
After he kills everyone,
he walks out with it.
He takes the cat.
Yeah, like
that's lost. It's still lost.
It is lost. It is lost. I can see something like. Oh, I just did the same thing.
It was always El Davo's cat. Which means we can feel good, and it still fixes our cliche issue of the Mexican coming in to ruin the day when he's actually come in to save the day.
Oh no! You know what's happened? We've actually somehow complied with the stereotypical.
That's right.
Save the cat.
It's completely abolished. It's annihilated the cliche of the Mexican bad guy.
No, but what it has done is save the cat.
Oh, there's one for Blake Snyder fans. Great book series, Save the Cat. Very simple, very easy, very amazing, and very obvious technique on how to write screenplays for movies. But we have our own version of Save the Cat in this situation now, which is cool. Big homage.
It's your standard thing. He looks a bit like Clint now, but anyway, he's meant to be.
Maybe he was Clint. He's El Davo, the Mexican Clint.
All right, so we've got that up.
Clint.
Okay, so we'll just
Dutch.
Dutch. Dutch? How did he become Dutch?
It is delayed, Sammy Jenkins. Yes, we are in Australia, and I think we've discovered that it was something like 20 seconds, I believe, maybe a bit more because of that dropout we had earlier. We do have the fastest internet we can get, at least. Not that Australia has the best internet on Earth at the moment. We're kind of pretty behind, but hopefully it doesn't affect this process too much for creativity. I mean, the good thing is there's a lot of room to concentrate and think about these things. So if we do come through late, apologies for that.
My internet's pretty good here, I gotta say. Even though I'm the furthest away from civilization than anyone else,
we're about, how far away from each other now? We're about 1,300 kilometers, which is what, about...
Oh, more than that. Isn't it about 3,000 kilometers?
Oh, no, you and I.
Yeah.
I'm in Sydney. You're in Hobart.
Yep.
So it's kind of like whatever that is. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. It's far. So we're doing link ups there. We're doing control from your end, and we've got fans from Canada. We've got fans from the other day. It was US.
They're not fans yet.
The delay overall was about 20-something seconds, I think.
They're not fans yet. Give us a chance. They might hate this.
Oh, they may hate us. Yes, sorry. I'm sorry to call you guys fans. We're not sure what you think of us yet, but please do tell us. Please tell us if we're absolutely kidding ourselves with this technique. We'll totally understand.
I tell you what, I'm hating what I'm doing here. I'm gonna just zap that because the drawings were so bad.
Okay, well, we do have time, and we do have not that much time either. But we do have time. It is a shootout. It's on. Everything's just got to be destructive. As long as El Dato gets his cat.
I think I've got a...
Oh, William suggested something cool. It probably comes across a bit more stylish, actually. As El Davo completes his mission of absolute destruction in this room right now. Yeah. Hey, this is good. This is good. He can walk off into the so-called sunset, even though there's a war going on out there. Either way, he walks off and the cat just follows.
Yes.
Therefore, we know that he didn't kill the cat. The loss could now be blanketed over a couple of factors, but that kind of just feels a bit better. It's cooler. It's kind of a cooler way to end. Yes, William, thank you. We're going to do that. We're going to do that, mate. Our Aussie, Mexican, Canadian villain superhero El Davo is on a rampage.
Some of the worst drawings ever seen on PageBlast going on here.
They're not that bad. They're not that bad. You'll be fine. Remember, we're roughing it up to make it excellent later.
You know what?
Should it be the one that we choose?
I think that here we go. That looks better. I think that I've got too hot here. See, I'm not worrying about my own comfort, and it's got really, really hot in here. So excuse me while I just...
Oh, you mean the workroom is on fire? The room
is so hot. I'm about to...
Well, we are suffering bushfires at the moment all over the place, so...
I have to take garments off and open the door or something. I'm sweating. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it's been one of those evil moments in time where more bushfires are happening around the country and around the world even. California had some wildfires recently, and we've got some nightmares here in New South Wales.
I saw Sydney yesterday. Looked incredible. It looked like mist, but it was just smoke, and the little bit the highest towers of Sydney were just poking out through the top of the. No,
it was strange. It was almost post-apocalyptic. Yesterday on the way to work, I looked up and it was like, what? I couldn't breathe properly. It was like a heat fog. It was bizarre, but it got blown away in the evening. A big southerly came through and just pushed it all out.
That's the good thing about Sydney. It always gets that southerly in the afternoon to freshen it up.
Yeah, it came a bit late yesterday though. It was like somewhere in the middle of the night, but yeah, it definitely did it.
See, Melbourne doesn't really it doesn't have that phenomena. Sydney's got a kind of quite a typical weather pattern. It's humid, and it's just got a very sort of a limited range of things that it does, but it's pretty close to perfect in a lot of ways. Sydney weather, it's very, very good.
It has its moments. It's just I don't like it when it gets too damn hot though. But it's not as hot as this supermarket in the Wild West at the moment. This supermarket, Wild West, Wild West supermarket, I should say, is burning up.
And
El Davo
David's going to let it rip
Terminator
right
style.
Here. He's going bang, bang.
Yeah, one of those hand bash type six shooters where he's just flinging that hammer. It's a 6-shooter, but each of these dudes cop 2 each or something.
Well,
thanks, Sammy. Definitely is fun. We love doing it. We've done a few episodes, as you guys may have noticed. Trying to just test the waters with this project, see how we go with it. Main thing is just to get down ideas for stories to turn them into graphic novels. And out of that bunch that's in our list at the moment, we're hoping to pick a favorite at some point at the end of the season. We're looking at making seasons of this, so depends how everyone responds, how everyone feels about it. We will eventually pick one project. This is what we want to do, isn't it, Yog? We want to pick one project out of this season that will turn into a graphic novel.
Well, we'll work it up. We'll see how it goes. So if we decide that one is worthy of working up even to a short story or a novel, well, we'll see what happens.
Whichever one turns out the most interesting, the most unique, I guess, or even just the most simplest yet coolest, which so far this one's coming to look. It's starting to look like this one's not so bad.
Actually, it's not that bad. The pictures aren't good. Okay, I'll have to cop that.
They're rough.
And I'll have to admit this is not my best work.
They're rough. They're rough.
It's all a bit shameful, really. But
we're doing roughs. Remember, don't bring yourself down, Yog. What you're doing.
I'm using a pseudonym.
We know what you're doing. We know how you can draw really well. We just
no.
It's all about getting these ideas down into this awesome format that we can then expand upon later. That's why the 3-page technique is so cool when it comes to this kind of thing. And the randomization of it, everyone's involvement, the whole thing's basically just going to come together, and it'll break that very dangerous thing, which is, artist block, writer's block. Just trying to find a way to break that most hideous moment in life for any artist is when you can't think of what to do next.
It's not even really about that. It is, but it's also that I've noticed that stories that you see might as well be randomly generated. I mean, it's like an experiment to see, can you actually get something?
There are studios that do this, obviously, but there's so many different ways of just brainstorming. In our case, we're page blasting. That's our motto, our thing. But it essentially is a brainstorm. It's a brainstorming graphics, and a lot of film studios do this. A lot of
Well, they have writers' rooms, but they don't have dice.
They don't roll dice, and they don't make up stupid things, and they don't harm cats as much and things like that. Sure, but they certainly have ways of exploiting ideas out there because they need as much material as possible. In graphic novels, though, it's a different thing, isn't it? I mean, people spend years making them and that's why they're so damn good. Most of them are so damn good that they get turned into other forms of entertainment media, mainly movies. I mean, look what's happened with the Marvel Universe, for example, in the comic industry. That's just insane, absolutely insane what's happened there. But then you got the occasional graphic novel that gets up on the screen.
Occasional graphic novel?
Occasional, I say that lightly, don't I?
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. So
one at a time.
Look,
take them out.
In the end, I mean, graphic novels is always just going to be something special. They're always going to be there, and they're always going to fascinate us. So we figured, let's try this technique on it. This 3-page randomized dice story-driven technique, collaboration with the audience to come up with some pretty cool stuff. I mean, this is looking cool. This is a little bit crazy at the moment, but it's still cool.
Has anyone got an idea for a name yet? Let's have a
name for the story.
Yeah, let's start. We're getting close to the end now, so
we are. Let's actually look at our story list. I don't think we've got anything in our story list, have we? Titles? No, we haven't actually got any ideas for our titles.
So
if you guys can come up with some titles, we're going to start writing them in, and we're going to roll for them. But William's come up with another idea. Death follows the cat. The cat follows the strongest gunfighter. The cat was the main character the entire time. Dun da dun. Is that right, William? Dun da dun. Dun da dun. That sounds all right. But would that be taken care of as the cat following? Well, yeah. That's exactly what we're doing, isn't it? The entire theme's just well and truly established there. Death does follow this cat. And the cat sticks with the toughest. El Davo.
So, in the tradition of a young adult and Westerns, we could come up like High Plains Meower.
Meow. High Plains Meower.
Let's. I'm just throwing that. Plains. Purra. No, hang on. We've got the
High Paint. Yeah. We need titles. We need titles. No, that's the one thing I'm the weakest at is titles.
The good, the bad, and the furry.
The good, the bad, and the... Okay, we'll put that one first. The good, the bad, and the furry. We're obviously just taking Sergio Leone's titles and just mashing them, but that'll do for now.
A fistful of furballs. We don't really have enough with the cat at the moment. It's hardly even in this picture here. I should make a bigger deal of the cat, I think, in this picture here.
They call him El Davo. The Mexican, the Canadian, and the Aussie. That won't work, would it? That's dumb. I am really bad with titles, guys.
Was that
any story that I've ever written in my life, I've never actually done the titles till the very end. It's a bad thing.
Was that your very own idea there, D-Man?
Which one?
D-Man, was that your idea just then?
Which idea? I don't know. I'm confused.
Okay, cool. I was just teasing.
Okay, well, it's worked because I don't know what's going on. But
good.
Nevertheless,
good. All right. Okay.
Well, okay. Look, just coming back to our notes: the good, the bad, and the furry. They call him El Davo. What's another title? We'll wait for the guys. We've got a delay at the moment, obviously.
Oh, it must be quite significant.
See what they come up with.
It must be quite significant.
Something better than that.
Okay.
If we can get at least 6 titles, then we can roll the D6.
Okay, we shot here. The first of all, the Native American guy's boom, he's down. Then the gun shop owner, he's down. Now the
dude we thought that was wanted at first, who is now just anyone.
Yeah, and now the other one, I'm going to have him go in the back.
Good.
Hang on.
Good.
Or hang on.
They'll get
what else would be
different death angles? That's a good idea, actually. That is actually a good way to do it. It's a different death angle, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Let's do this more creatively. Okay, that's just a simple shot to the chest. That's also a simple shot to the chest, which is not good. I've basically done a mirror, which is not a good thing. Okay, it's the repeated thing twice. It's not cool. So something has to change here. This is not good etiquette for comic book to do exactly the same thing. It's not creative. Okay, at least he's still shot.
David's come up with, I believe, is a title, 9 Lives.
Ah.
I think that's what you mean, David. I mean, I know there's a delay between our chat thing, but I'm just going to put that in anyway. 9 Lives. Okay, we need a couple more in our dice rolling pool. Yep, 9 Lives it is. Okay, it's in the list now.
Here we go. Wide shot with various. I've got one frame. Okay. No, here we go. I'm going to have this guy here. I'm going to put sombrero here. Okay.
Nice one, David. If it's about the cat taking them, then it should be called 9 Lives. The cat's taking everyone's lives. Good.
Okay, here's the countertop.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Here's, good. I'm going to have one slumped over this way. Okay, and I'm running out of room to get this.
That's all right. That last panel needs to have the cat.
Yeah, I know.
Old Davo out.
And then
time wise, we're getting there.
Okay, getting there. He's got his hands up. Okay.
We can minimize things. We can squeeze them in now.
Oh yeah.
Do a couple of panel overlays if you need to get another couple.
It's okay. It's fast action, so in a fast action, I can just do this, and then I can squeeze this in here. I can do. It's all going to be just fine. Squeeze this here a bit more. D. Save it. Okay, and then we'll just coldly dispatch this guy in. I think I might do it like this. Bang. Bang. Okay.
Nice. Agreed, William Hart. Graphic novels done well are basically storyboards for potential movies. Manga to anime is a pretty close from one to the other. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's the ultimate storyboard, isn't it? When you've got manga, then you just go, oh, let's make an animated version. Well, here's the blueprint. Off you go. And they usually do it pretty damn close to the source. And there have been some that don't, but not really in that way. I think when it comes to the live action movies too, like Battle Royale, the graphic novels for those were unbelievable. And they did pretty good for the movies, but it wasn't spot on following that whole thing. So something like Ghost in the Shell, I know Fist of the North Star was practically cell for cell, panel for panel. But I haven't seen others. Considering that, it quite frankly is the ultimate blueprint in the end.
Alita Battle Angel was quite interesting for a cat.
I haven't seen the live action film yet. I am definitely going to. I'm planning on just buying the Blu-ray, the 3D Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be something that I'm going to love because I actually loved the manga. That was an amazing one, Alita. My favorites were Wicked City, Ghost in the Shell, obviously Akira. I mean, that's just still one of the greatest things ever made.
You know what? I actually had in my hand a cell from Akira when the guy was doing the morph, when Tetsuo was changing, and it was $150.
Oh,
and it was
really?
legitimate way back then when no one gave a crap. And I said to my girlfriend, "No, I know you say I should get this, but the original idea was to get you a present today, not me." So
Right.
she's going, "No, you should get that. You should get that." And I went, "No, that wasn't the point of coming out today." So that was pretty stupid, and I don't know if I regret it, but I should have just done both.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
You know, it was a great sell. That was a sell.
That's brilliant. I've got a Gladiator. I've got a cell from Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Yeah. Not that that's a manga or anything, but yeah, that Russell Crowe thing. A friend of mine gave me a cell out of it. And it was a dumb one. It was a crap cell. He was a projectionist at the cinema, and he goes, "Oh, look here, look what I got for you." I was like, "Ah, excellent." It's that bit where Joaquin Phoenix is trying to mate with his sister. No, I would have rather had the other one. That wide-angle shot where there's 1,000 arrows being fired at all the Germanic tribes coming down through the hills. But nevertheless, I'll take that one. Still, I've got it somewhere. I think it's in my Gladiator DVD slip, just sitting there.
It's funny.
Shadow of Death follows. Yes, William, we're going to put that in. That'll go into the.
Is that the name of the cat? Shadow of Death.
The cat could be Shadow, but it's the 4th title. We have a couple more, then we don't have to just roll the D4 for this. If we can pull off a couple more titles, that'll be good.
Now this isn't quite working. I've got to get this just so. I'm going to have the foot. I know. Okay, let's just change this. Got so short amount of space to get this in. Got to be some kind of.
Oh, it's a shot through the head and everything. My goodness.
So
even when he's surrendered, it's nasty. Well, they shouldn't have stole his cat. Well, the shop owner should not have stolen the cat. These two are just innocent, young adults walking into the shop. I just still don't know where the young adult thing's happening. I'm trying to figure out an excuse here, but yeah.
Is it young? Well, yeah. It was a bit of a tricky one. If we were going to pad this out, we'd turn this first page into more of a kind of like, let's meet these two young fellas, or maybe one of them should have been. This one should have been, because we had two soldiers. That's right, there were soldiers. This guy isn't a soldier. How is this guy a soldier? I don't know. We've kind of cheated a little bit.
They're all soldiers. They're cowboys. Okay. They've all worked there. They've done some kind of training to be able to shoot guns. I'll give them soldier rank in those days for that alone. But yeah.
Or maybe this guy El Davo was the other soldier.
Yeah. Okay.
We could have made this one.
Well, he's pretty damn good with the pistols, so yeah.
And the cat is.
Yeah, that cat's going to be on his shoulder. You're going to put the cat on the shoulder, aren't you? Well, yeah, I'm totally up for that. Even though cats are not parrots, but they're still just as cool.
Yeah, the cat looking over the shoulder is a typical cat behavior. It totally is.
They can hang off his shoulder. He's holding him. Okay, he's holding him. I see. Yes. Okay, he's holding him with the left hand.
I got adopted by a cat who used to wait outside for me to walk home, and when I'd come to my flat, it would just appear on my shoulders.
Nice.
It would just jump out of the bush. It would be waiting for me to walk past, and it would hide on the wall. And as I walked past the wall, it would just 2 feet on each shoulder, and it came in. Yeah. It was never my cat originally, but the owners left and kind of
abandoned it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. No, really a bed. It just went, can you look after our cat while we're gone? He might not come back.
That's fair enough. Okay, so we've got the bell still hanging, which is cool. With a bit of dust and crap hanging off. Okay, no, that's the little ringer, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, should we have a background there just to note that it is looking outside?
Yeah, well, or a foreground of the dead.
The dead body?
The
yeah.
dead body. This one, that one. This one's got the slick hair. That's the shopkeeper. I haven't been very strict with how all this works. And I guess, what can we do? We show, I could put a gun in this hand here like that. There we go. And then have...
Oh, okay, over his chest. Yeah. Good. Yeah, okay. And then you've...
I know that's kind of a bit vague, but there we go.
Yeah, that's it. You can see fingers now. That's cool. We'll know what that is when it's all touch-ups later.
Okay, well...
I think we're up to the story title now. I think we've done it, guys. We've got our rough idea down.
Yes.
Shall we run through it again, Yog, from page 1?
Bring me the head of... What was that movie? It was of Alfredo Garcias or something. Bring me...
Alfredo Garcias.
Something like that.
Alfredo Garcias? Bring me the head of something? I'll try and get a quote for it.
Okay, bring me the cat.
Bring me Alfredo Garcia's head. What's this movie from? Oh, that's the name of the movie. That's actually the name of the film. Bring me the head of Alfredo Garcia.
That was it. That was it. I remembered that. Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
wow.
Nice one.
Such a long time ago when I saw that.
It's a 1974 movie. It must have been,
Is it a Peckinpah? Is it a Peckinpah?
Yeah, it is. It's Sam Peckinpah.
Okay.
Another legend.
Okay, I can recommend that movie. That's pretty cool. This is, you see stuff these days that feels stuff like Breaking Bad and whatever. That somehow is that kind of thing. And Tarantino.
Yeah, they all get inspired by that. Okay, that's their biggest inspirations.
Yeah. Bring me the head of. It's a beauty. It really is a good one, I think. Bring me the cat. What have we got? Some suggestions for the name here? Have we got?
I think we've got We've got 4 names at the moment.
Have we got a list up?
We do. Yeah.
Oh, great!
It just needs to be rolled. A D4 for now. Okay. Williams says something pretty cool here, as usual. The desire to be the strongest. It's an immature thing to want badly enough to die for. The cat's going to leave you with someone else eventually. Leave you for someone else, I gather, is what William would mean there. But yeah, nice. I like it. Cats are wise, man. They know what they're doing. They know who's,
yes, like
the real
cat,
leader.
Like the cat that ended up with me, that came on my shoulder. That landed on my shoulder every day. You know what that cat's name was?
What?
Commando. Commando. I didn't name that cat.
That's why cats are the best. That's it.
And you know why? Because it was one of those weird tortoiseshell ones, and it had this stripe diagonally right from the top corner of its head all the way down.
So it looked like Arnie from Commando.
That's right.
Painted up.
That's right.
Oh, well done. So they should have called him. Called the cat. What was Arnie's name? Commando.
It was a her. It was a female cat.
Oh, was it a female cat? Okay.
I don't know, because I hated that movie.
You didn't like Commando, did you?
Oh, I hated it. I
absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. As a kid, it was one of my most ridiculously stupid, hilarious films.
Cool. All right, so that feels right. This feels like it's finished
John.
now.
His name was John. There you go.
John.
Nice
John. Okay, we've got it. That's it. The cat. It's a little bit of an anticlimax.
No, I like it. I like it, man. You did a good job, Yog. You always do a good job. It's rough. It's tricky. It's tricky to do it in the randomized nature like this. So I think if we go back to page 1, we'll just do a quick run through.
Let's go do a quick run through. Okay.
Just an explanation of what has happened here. When we first rolled, we rolled fear for this first act, which we established by these strangers coming into town, finding out that war was declared. We don't know what the war was about. Doesn't matter. It's all fear.
Hang on. Let's just one more time. We've got a story here that we did roll war, but
we rolled war for page 2.
But, yes, I know. So we end up having a freaking war in the shop. So we don't have to be that strict like this. We could actually do, and we had loss. Did we? That was at the end.
Loss was the third.
But
was the third act.
Imagine if we had this missing.
Missing.
Yep.
The cat. Okay. That's excellent. I like it.
We'll call him Alfredo.
No, I think we had a name for the cat.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
What was the name for the cat?
I think we named the cat after one of our friends in comments here.
Okay.
Let me just quickly go back up there and have a look. Just having a quick look, scanning through.
Okay.
Actually, we didn't name the cat, so we're going to name the cat. Sammy Jenkins is the name of the cat.
Sammy.
El Davo has come to get Sammy Jenkins back.
Sammy J.
Sammy J.
We've got a comedian in Australia called Sammy J. Did you?
We do, don't we? We've got a few comedians.
Okay.
One of the best ones being Steve Hughes. But yeah, we've definitely got a lot of them.
Okay, so we got a missing cat, ding ding, and there's a cat. All right.
It still establishes fear.
He goes to fear. Okay, none of this makes sense.
That's fine.
Suddenly there's a war breaks out.
This next page, it's a war. Okay, we rolled war. All right.
Okay, World War, and
we had a war.
We had a war, and page 3, everyone dies, except for.
So loss is defined because we rolled loss for this one, and loss is defined by the fact that there's loss of life.
Where everyone dies. Yes.
And whoever owned or whoever stole the cat has now also lost the cat, and El Davo walks away with cat. Pretty basic. Finn, thank you.
All right. Okay, so one more thing to name the episode.
The name, yep. Let's roll for the name. We've got 4 in the title at the moment. So if we pull up the titles,
do I have one? I haven't.
You can add another one. We've still got a couple. We've got a bit of room there. We've got 4 at the moment. I can add a 5th.
I don't have a page.
Okay, if you go to topics and then you pull up titles.
No, because this is here. I don't have a page.
You haven't got the page for it. Okay. So we need to roll a. Okay. We don't have a page, do we? Why didn't we have a page for this? Okay.
So I'm just going to stay here. Oh, well, I'll just go to story. Then
go to story, roll a D4. Pull out a D4. Ignore the story table. We'll get it. We'll get the title page.
Pull out a D4 and
a D4, and I'll tell you what it's going to be called.
Okay.
We've got 4 choices.
All right.
Number 1, keep shaking that die, and I'll read these out first.
Okay.
Number 1, the good, the bad, and the furry. Number 2, they call him El Davo. Number 3, 9 lives. Number 4, shadow of death follows.
Shadow of death follows. I like that one.
4, shadow of death follows. It is.
Oh, okay. There you go. Well
done.
Well, D-Man.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
It was tough, but we did it.
It was great having an audience this time too. Thank you for showing up.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate it.
Really added something to the whole discourse.
It made it flow a bit better. It's quite tricky.
Yeah, some great ideas coming out.
More brains getting thrown on the page, so it's good.
Yeah.
We're going to be back again next week, same time, and we'll hopefully have a less.
We won't
less
have
hassle
yes.
with dropouts. At
we
least
cannot
we can
promise.
come back from a dropout, so we can recover from dropouts. So our NBN is a little bit, unfair to us, but sometimes, I think we can get a good flow every now and then.
All right. Well, thanks.
Excellent,
D-Man.
Congratulations, another one.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week.
I'll see you next week. Bye.